Hello and welcome back to episode 92 of the Bodcast. I'm joined by my beautiful wife.
Oh, beautiful. That's
Yep.
better than normal. You normally
Yeah.
said lovely. Is your beautiful wife happy or sad?
She's quite sad because we have recorded this episode and Carrie forgot to change the sound settings, so it didn't record any audio.
You didn't check it either.
Laptop's in front of you, not me. So we've literally just gone through the entire Bricklink Designer Program and talked about it, and we're going to do the same thing again.
And it's going to be just as funny.
It's going to be just as hilarious, yes. So for those people who aren't aware, the Bricklink Designer Program Series 1, which follows the Bricklink Designer Invitational Program, which follows the Bricklink Designer Program, the first one that isn't called Series 1.
I think it did have another name. Shall I tell you what it was? We didn't do this last time.
We didn't.
It was called the AFOL Designer Program.
The AFOL Designer Program, of course.
So there you go. Anyhow.
So people have submitted stuff. There's now 375 that you can vote on. That vote will be taken into account when LEGO are deciding which 5 move on into the next phase, which is the crowdfunding phase where you can actually maybe buy it.
And so
Towards the end of next year is when you actually get them.
So the previous time we recorded this episode, I hadn't actually looked through any of these. So
Yeah.
I didn't know what was coming. Now I do know what's coming. I don't know if that's going to make this better or worse, but we will go through
knows?
it regardless. So we're just going to scoot through ones, look for ones that we care about. We're doing this via design titles, so we can spot ones that are similar,
Yeah.
like lots of chess sets. And yeah, we're just going to plough on through.
Yep.
So until I see one that I like, I'm saying nothing. So that's how it works, right?
I mean, you don't have to like it to say something about it.
Okay, yeah. Until I see something of note.
Yes.
I think originally I went through talking about a lot of them, and
Yeah.
there's just far too many of them.
Oh.
I still think that the hut next door is the first one that looks good to me, though, from this
Yeah.
page.
But is that because it's next to a cabin full season?
Yeah, I think
looks
so.
a bit rubbish.
Yeah. And there's just so many designs.
Yeah.
A lot of buildings. I love buildings, but there's a lot
But
too
none
many
that are
buildings, and none of them.
jumping out.
Yeah, none of them are saying, "Buy me, buy me." Oh, we spent ages looking at this here because the pictures move, and I didn't realise the pictures moved,
Yeah.
and then the octopus jumps. I feel like you still need that detail.
I feel everyone needs that detail.
Yeah, and I remember mentioning that this Baroque brunch place looked like a monster with lots of eyes and a scary mouth.
Looks concertinaed.
Yeah, it looks like someone's pushed it and it's sort of bowing out the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bulging.
Yeah. It's weird.
I don't think you want your buildings to be bulging.
I like the way you say bulge.
Good.
Say it again.
Bulge. The Belfast skyline or the giant mixer.
Oh, the giant. Yeah, it looks like a mixer. I said that, and you said, and then you went, yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah.
Hey, we're on the same wavelength.
We are.
We had a quick look at the book nooks because we couldn't understand what a book nook was.
Yeah.
We still don't know.
Well, they're designed to go on bookshelves, so you can have books on either side of them, and it's a nice little display in the middle. That's
Yeah.
how it's meant to work.
But they also say that they all connect to each other, and therefore I don't understand the internal walls. That's kind of my point.
Yeah.
I mentioned the boombox was not as good as
The video boom
the
box.
video boombox, although to be fair, this
Which
one's
you
got
keep
a
trying to
cassette.
turn around and point at. They can't see you
I
pointing.
know. I get excited about it.
I know.
But look, it's got an actual tape and the batteries as well. Like that's really thinking about the details.
Yeah.
You
So I
said
like the skeleton.
the Brachiosaurus altithorax.
Yes. Which is headless as far as
It's
we
headless,
can tell.
and then if you hover over it, it's still headless.
Yeah.
You didn't mention that when we were summing up the favourite ones, by the way.
No, that's true.
I was saying I like Brick Ross, but you said we've just got Studgate, and I was
And
like,
it doesn't have any train
yeah,
track.
there's no train track. So
There's a lot of castles and medieval buildings, and some of them are good, some of them are
samey.
samey. Like that castle ambush one looks very Castle in the Foresty.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we're bothered by any of them.
I mean, we talked about how this castle wall section, it's an odd choice of submission because it's not a finished thing.
No.
And you'd need more than just that.
Yeah.
So I don't see those ones kind of
No.
going anywhere. The Chinese restaurant we like, it does look like it's using parts from like one of the Chinese... Is it Chinese New Year Temple Fair? No. Maybe Lion Dance? One of them or another. I liked the City Library that was books, but not enough to buy it.
No. The coral reef?
Yeah. We can be critical of coral reefs because we have one.
Yeah.
I mean, we're definitely going to zoom in and look and see what they've done.
Yeah.
Whether we can steal some of these part usages. And I do like the whale. It looks like a sad whale, though.
Do you think?
Well, just because the way it's like, ooh, with its arms. Arms, yeah. My whale has arms.
Yeah.
Fins?
Fins, yeah.
Are the side ones fins as well as the top one a fin?
I think so.
They're not wings.
They're not wings, no.
And then I complained about how it puts me down the bottom. So I'll go back up. Stupid page.
You were quite critical of the eclipse.
Yes. Well, because I don't need instructions to make that. I can just look at that picture and go, ooh, eclipse.
Yeah.
Like,
isn't that true of all of the art sets?
Yeah, it is. But this one doesn't even look like they've covered the whole thing. They just made a circle of studs.
Yeah.
The rest is like, that's meant to be black. Intentionally left black. Like, it's weird.
The Downtown Loft you were quite excited by.
Yes, so this is by someone I follow on Instagram, Brian. And I just really like the mechanism he's got for opening and closing that garage. I think it's really quite clever. So you push down on the chimney, up it goes, and then you pull up on the chimney, whoop, and it closes again. And he wanted it to be a 16 wide as opposed to a full modular, because there's always those gaps in your city that you need to plug. So
okay, makes sense.
Yeah. And he wanted to be affordable as well. This is the first one that I said I really liked, the Farm Holidays. I just think I really like the tree. The tree looks so good. It reminds me of the trees we've seen in another Lego set that everyone really liked. Maybe it was the A-frame cabin. People like those trees, right?
No.
But
it does look better than the A-frame cabin one.
I quite like a little pickup truck as well. I think that's quite cute. So, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So many castles. All look the same. Mushrooms. You like the mushrooms. I strangely also like the mushrooms. I don't think anyone's going to buy the mushrooms. But then they made the insect one in Lego Ideas. So maybe people just want a collection of fungus.
You could add the insects into them.
I don't think people who've watched Last of Us is going to want that though on their thing.
Maybe not.
No. Oh, the giant tiger prawn.
Yes.
Like, why? Do you want a giant tiger prawn?
No.
No. I want a gingerbread palace though. Oh, look how scary the gingerbread man looks. He's kind of freaky looking.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to eat you. And we talked about how ridiculous the number of cathedrals in this is.
Yeah, there's a few churches and cathedrals in this. So it's very odd considering Lego has that policy that they don't do religious buildings.
And yet
they're here. And yes, it's Bricklink, but Bricklink is Lego.
It very much is. They own them.
Yeah. I feel the heavy firefighting helicopter. I understand it's meant to be dumping water, and that's what makes the kind of stand, but it's a bit blocky.
It also looks like it's got a weird leg. I don't know. What's the bit at the side that's like a droopy leg? Yeah. Helicopters don't have legs, do they?
Yeah, so they can land Sunday.
I thought they had like little bars at the bottom.
That's only if they land in water. It varies. Different helicopters, different things.
Didn't realise you were such a helicopter expert.
Sorry.
I don't think I saw this last time. What's the random home written in blocks?
I don't really know. Just says home.
Yeah. And we talked about the Hello Winter one looking quite nice, but then there's a random massive deer.
Yeah.
Turns out it's like a mystical deer or something, isn't it?
Yeah. Some of the rendering just doesn't look good. That icy encounter one.
Yeah. Is this grey?
It's just...
Maybe they just don't have the graphics card in their computer.
I think even without a graphics card in, Studio will still render it better than that. It just takes a very long time.
Yeah, maybe they weren't prepared to wait.
Yeah, maybe. Do you want a lizard?
Always, but not a blue one with a red head.
But it's weird because someone's drawing it.
Oh, what? Why are there hands? Why did we not spot this last time? That's odd. So it's a still life of a lizard.
Yeah.
Lucky bamboo display.
Yeah.
I think what I said was it would be lucky to win.
Yeah. So I said how ridiculous it is that so many people complained about the blacksmiths because the original submission had a really detailed textured roof, and then they complained that it had been dumbed down, and then the style that was used on the official set has now been used everywhere. So, here we see it on the Joiner's Workshop and the Medieval Market. It's just a bit crazy.
I'm sure this one was there before. Oh, because these are both called Medieval Markets, so maybe it just randomly puts those.
Randomises the...
Yeah, the ones that are called exactly the same. Because I was saying that this one was like the Ninjago City, but medieval version, all the different colours and layers. Okay, page 3. Sorry. This will be a surprise. Oh, it's not what I thought it was going to be.
What were you expecting?
My experience with page 3 has been completely different before. This is the Mississippi Adventures that we quite like. The little paddle boat.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
The mobile phone holder.
Improved version.
Yeah.
It looks like some sort of torture device, like a rack for like stretching people. I don't know. And the modular demolition site, piggybacking on the modular construction site, but like in reverse.
The modular Mars habitat looks quite similar to
the actual Lego set they made. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see this school before. The gates are quite nice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally the bit. This bit's all samey, the actual detail of the building, but I like the gates.
I mean, it's called modular school, but that doesn't fit with the modulars.
Oh.
It's clearly twice as wide.
Yeah, but that's because it's a school. Schools need to be big.
No, schools don't.
Well, depends on the school. Yeah. Depends on where, like, if you've got a giant Lego city with lots of children. Right, there we've got Needle in the Forest and Needle... Oh, that's one needle in the forest. Several needles in the mist.
Yes, because there's that tiny
little
tiny
one
down the bottom.
Needle. Oh, look, they spin round. Yeah. It's just the same.
Yeah.
But they've just added some trees in this one and some water in this one. They really need to, like, just one submission per person. Because otherwise it's weird.
Yeah. You got people like the Nooks. Has he got 5 or 6 of them in there? Yeah. Maybe it should be limited to one per person.
Oscillating desk fan. What everyone needs.
Yes.
But it doesn't work.
No.
So we don't need it.
And the outdoor paradise, which...
doesn't look very idyllic.
No.
Kind of rocky and not so great. Perpetual calendars. 2 different versions. What happened to version 2 and 1?
I don't know.
Which version do you like better?
This
one's more colourful.
Yeah.
Colour me happy. There we go. That's what it is. I don't know if it is just like the next version along though, because this is Maui Sunset. This is Colour Me Happy. I think they're just doing different calendars.
Yeah, maybe.
And that pirate ship looks pretty pirate shippy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad boat. I think I can see that going well.
Yeah.
A pomegranate! I mean, why?
Why not?
And look, it opens up. And it's got seeds inside.
Yeah.
Do we want a pomegranate?
Of course we want a pomegranate.
Does it look like a pomegranate?
It's a bit too big and square.
Have I told you about my trauma story?
No, tell us all about your traumatic story about pomegranates.
When I was a child, not sure how old enough to maybe know better. No, because it was the first time I'd ever had a pomegranate, and I opened it. I don't know how to open a pomegranate, so I just sort of pulled it, and all the seed juice went all over the ceiling, and I got in trouble for making a big mess on the ceiling. Yeah. So now I'm scared of pomegranates. Not scared, but like I just don't. This is my favourite one. Refreshment huts. One's shaped like an ice cream, a burger. Is that a coffee cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. I think they look good. They'd look good in a...
they could go in the fairground.
Fairground. We've got loads of eateries for the fairground, though. What are these? Ooh! It's like little peaky... I'm peeking over the side. It's reindeer and Santa Claus.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't notice those. They're kind of freaky.
The ant habitat?
Does it come with real ants?
No. Comes with
Disappointing.
retro ants.
Retro ants. The scaled horse. 3 times the size. No one needs it.
No. What do you think of the sidewalk art?
Yeah, I don't think I noticed that one either last time. It looks like a donut.
Yeah.
Or a bumhole. Don't get those mixed up. See, I told you I could make it funny. Different funny from last time, but still funny. So wrong. Oh, I talked about how I like the little tile detail on the Space Museum.
Yeah. Lots of little donuts.
Yeah, old bumholes. And then we talked about the Spinosaurus and how he looked like he'd eaten some other dinosaur, and he was just like really. He's got thick thighs, and he's a dumpy little thing. It's weird.
And that stable's an in picture. It's not showing it off
No.
well, is it? That bottom bit is just too dark.
This is the thing. That nothing seems to be jumping out, and it's all not very well photographed.
Yeah.
Or not very well described. It's kind of like we're seeing the entirety of like Lego ideas as opposed to just the stuff that gets through. And I don't really like that. I want people to pre-sort stuff for me. Right. This is where the good stuff's going to be, right? In page 4.
Yeah.
See, but this time I know it's not going to be.
What?
Spoiler alert! Right. There might be some good stuff.
There's a runway.
Yeah, look at the runway. Now I want to sing the song. Oh, it's not the song.
No.
What song was I singing last time we did the podcast?
You sing all sorts.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention.
No, but like we were like literally a second ago when we recorded this the first time, there was definitely a song that wasn't that one.
Okay. Like I said, I don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we talked about the Academy of Expiring Scientists. It's still funny.
It's still funny because this is where the scientists go after they've started their course, but they might soon die.
So we assume that they meant aspiring scientists or maybe inspiring scientists.
We haven't looked inside. Maybe it's
Maybe
like
it
a care
is.
home for dying scientists.
It could be.
Yeah, and I particularly dislike the arcade because it looks like it says arcade and not arcade.
Yeah.
That's definitely a second A. Banana Hut!
So I told you the good stuff was on this page.
Everyone needs a Banana Hut.
Yeah.
This is quite nice, actually, the little inventor's cottage, because the way it goes up,
Yeah.
I quite like that. Well, there's an actual arcade. Arcade! No, it's an arcade. Oh, and the scary-looking dragon that looks like he's about to do some sort of shuffling or
The
something.
happy dragon.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy.
He does.
I mean, he does look happy, but he also looks like weird happy. The library also has a book, but we've seen that one on Lego Ideas before.
Yes, so we think that one hit 10k and then didn't get selected.
Yeah.
The Ocean House we like.
Yeah, I like the Ocean House. And I also really like the polar bear. It's quite simple. I can see it going into the Lego art range. I made a really bad joke that the space bar was actually a space bar from a computer. You didn't even laugh. And then this is quite clearly the Yellow Submarine shop.
Yeah.
And maybe that was what I was singing.
I don't remember you singing that.
No, I don't think I sang that. There was definitely something I sang. If only we could go back and check the audio.
Yeah.
But if we could do that, we wouldn't be re-recording. Trojan horse. The person who did the scaled up horse wanted another way of getting it in.
I don't think it is the same person.
No, I don't think it is. I said I quite like this one apart from the colour. The Victorian home and horseless carriage. I like the shaping of it.
Yeah.
But I don't like the colours they've used on the roof.
And we said the Victorian cottage is quite nice, apart from the fact that the top looks to be defying gravity.
Yeah, it is weird.
Something odd going on.
Defying gravity. I can definitely sing that one. That's a good
Then the
musical
wedding
one.
cake, where the toppers aren't on the cake. They're
they're
suspended
levitating.
above it. I don't understand why.
Well, it's because they wanted to chop off their heads.
Yes.
If they put it like directly on the cake, then you'd be able to see the whole head.
Yes.
No one wants that. Working mini golf course,
Yes.
fully playable.
So that's the one that I like. So that hit 10k, didn't get selected, got put into the vote off for the target set, where it missed out to the Viking Village, which we should be getting at some point this year, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like this, so I'm hoping this makes it through because it's a nice looking set, and I think it would go well in our city.
Where in our city? We have no space left.
We have plenty of space. Okay. Stop worrying.
We've got worlds in a violin.
Yep.
What you actually want to do is not put them in a violin, put them inside a pomegranate.
Exactly. Worlds in a pomegranate.
Yeah. What else could you put in a pomegranate?
Yeah, tea.
Okay. Unless you can see this, you don't know why you just randomly said Yeti.
Yeah, true.
That's a weird thing. What? Why?
I don't know.
Where's his eyes?
Well, they're there.
I know, but the background's the same colour, so it just looks like they're holes.
That's true,
That one's fine. But then when you go over there, his eyes have disappeared. I'll let another...
And then the church to end on.
What else did we put in the pomegranate the first time we did this?
I don't remember.
It was a better running joke, that one.
Sandwich shop.
Yeah, maybe.
Instead of putting it in the submarine, you could put it in the pomegranate.
That's right. I think you did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything goes inside a pomegranate.
Exactly.
So what's our favourites?
So I like the mini golf, the paddle boat, the ocean house, maybe the dinosaur skeleton.
The pomegranate.
And the pomegranate.
And the giant prawn.
No.
No, okay. I like the eateries that look like burgers and ice creams and
all
things.
The mushrooms.
Not so... I don't know. The mushrooms are cool, but no. And there's just
They'd work really well with the pomegranate, though.
Do they?
Yeah.
Mushroom and pomegranate in a salad?
A little scene with the mushrooms, then the pomegranate just coming in and smashing it all.
And then the juice goes on the ceiling?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I like buildings, but there's too many buildings. None of them are jumping out saying, buy me, buy me. And that's the thing. They are... good designs if you've made them yourself with your own Lego.
Yeah.
But if you want to buy them with your hard-earned cash, there'll be £150 all of these sets, knowing that...
Oh, there'll be more than that, a lot of these.
And I don't think I want to spend a whole month's wages, because I don't have a very well-paying job, on some of these, or any of these. So I'm disappointed by the round. I don't think it's the best. But maybe that's just because it was the first round. Yeah,
so I don't know if we were expecting... So, we've seen in here, there's at least a few, which are Lego Ideas ones which have hit 10k.
Yeah.
I think we found the giant prawn was a Lego Ideas one that didn't hit 10k.
No. Because it's a giant prawn.
Yeah. I don't know if they were maybe hoping more would have come from Lego Ideas and come in, particularly of that they've hit 10k kind of level.
I think finding 5 is an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Which 5 do you think they'll pick? We don't know how our votes in this influence them at all. Yeah. Jake Studs was convinced that there was going to be a train, a boat, and a castle, and then 2 other random sort of city type things. Right. So I guess we'll see how...
I mean, yeah, so this is the thing. There are a lot of trains. If people pick their favourite train, then no train's going to do particularly well.
Was there a lot of trains? I didn't see that many trains.
Yeah, there's quite a few trains. That we
maybe I scooted over
them. But if people who like trains say that they love every train, then the trains could do well. And similarly for the castle, it's because you're not limited on how many you can vote for. Maybe castle fans will just go, I love all of the castles.
Yeah, apart from that really rubbish one.
Yeah.
Castle Rock, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, it wasn't really a castle, it was just a rock.
Yeah.
And there was a castle that didn't look like a castle.
Castle Rock the company that produces all of Stephen King's films?
No idea. There's Castle Rock. That's from Game of Thrones.
That's Game of Thrones, yeah. I'm sure Castle Rock is connected to Stephen King.
Would you like me to Google it?
Go on, then.
So, TV series. The psychological horror series set in the Stephen King multiverse. So it's...
But is it also the company that...
It's a fictional town appearing in Stephen King's fictional main topography. I have no idea.
Okay.
It just says it's a town.
Okay.
So no. Or at least it doesn't seem to say so.
But it is definitely Stephen King related.
Yes.
I don't know if the Lego set is.
Probably not.
I mean, it just looked like a rock.
It did. So yeah, we're disappointed.
Yeah. We're also confused that when they announced this, we looked into it and they said they were going to do 4 rounds a year.
And you think that they are overdue starting the next one?
Yes.
Because you think it started in December. But I reckon...
If you look at their timeline, it says it started in December.
Well, they were just giving you some pre-warning about the first round. From now on, it's 3 months from February.
Okay.
So May will be the next open. That's my theory. And we don't find out about this until the end of May. And then we can start crowdfunding the 5. It says we'll reveal the 5 Series 1 designs. So it doesn't... They are definitely picking 5. It's that not all 5 will hit the pre-order limit. So it's saying all sets that receive over 3,000 pre-orders will be produced. So you might end up with 5 being produced or less.
Yes.
But there's definitely going to be 5 to pick from.
And it's such a long process, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we don't actually get to the crowdfunding phase until...
For another year.
February, and then I think, if you keep moving on the timeline...
Summer, fall.
Yeah.
So...
Which, based on how they normally go, probably means winter.
Got no faith in these people.
They don't have a great track history, do they?
They've ironed out all the problems with this.
They have.
Apart from the whole getting good submissions
Yeah.
part. Oh, sorry, the pomegranate. Carry on. We'll get the pomegranate through.
Yeah. So, let us know any of your thoughts. Has Carrie insulted your favourite one? Because she was very mean.
I was not mean.
You laughed at so many of them.
No, that was you.
And they're all high quality models.
There's some real rubbish in there. They're all better than and pomegranates. Did you say?
Maybe.
Were you insulting the pomegranate?
Never
Rude.
insult the pomegranate.
Exactly. It will come and get you.
Yeah. And we'll be back with another exciting episode of the podcast next week.
Yes, we will.
More exciting than this, you think?
What could be more exciting than a pomegranate?
I don't know. 2 pomegranates.
2 pomegranates! 1 for each hand.
Yeah. Anyway.
How do you then open the pomegranates? Do you just munge them together like coconuts? Oh, well, I'm thinking coconuts to make the clip-clop, clip-clop,
Well, yeah, because you
clip-clop.
don't munge coconuts together. They're quite hard.
How are you meant to... If you've got 2 coconuts in your hand, how do you crack them open? You munge them together. Wait, what is that? You don't squeeze coconuts like that. And there's a reason why we don't film these episodes.
Yeah, because you're highly inappropriate.
You started it.
I don't know where we were.
You were saying I have a lovely bunch of coconuts.
We were.
But no, pomegranates. I've got a lovely bunch of pomegranates. What is the collective term for pomegranates?
I don't know. You don't tend to have collective terms for fruit.
What, because you have to create the collection yourself?
What was that?
I don't know, but you really shouldn't talk nasty about the pomegranate. It'll come and get you. Genuinely no clue what that was. Okay, wrap it up. I'm a little frightened.
Okay, so we will be back next week, unless we've been devoured by our haunted house. And if you want to catch any of our previous episodes, Carrie will link them somehow, somewhere.
Or not, I'll be dead. The pomegranate's gonna get us.
I'll see you again next week. Bye.
Bye. But we won't see you because, it's not that kind of thing. You can hear us, can't see.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Vote pomegranate.
Pomegranate wins!